Alright, so today we're going to be hitting some chest and tries, a little bit of tries, but mainly chest. First thing we're going to do is we're going to probably warm up with some triceps. We're going to hit some rope pull downs and some bent over the head extension, tricep extensions. So we're going to get started on that. And then we're going to move into shoulders, and then we're going to hit our first chest session, which we're going to probably hit bench, incline bench, and then incline dumbbell press, and then we're going to hit flies and dips, and that's basically going to be our chest session. 4 sets, 12 each time, trying to increase the weight, increase intensity, trying to get shredded for the summer. That's it. So for this, I'm going to basically just have them out in front of me like this. I want to make sure that this swivels, so I want to make sure that this is directly in front of me. I'm just going to try to focus on the triceps for the first part. It's a little too light. Really squeezing, I'm focusing on my triceps, getting them warmed up. Triceps are a huge part of your pushing program, so it's really important to get them all trained up and warmed up before you hit your chest. All right. Whew. Triceps are super important to hit. I don't know if you guys could even hear me under there as I was grunting. Triceps are super important to hit, as it's such a huge part in your pressing. When you go into press, you're still bending that elbow back. It's like a rubber band. You're creating that elastic tension to then press up as hard as you can. Triceps are super huge if you want like a huge bench or huge chest and arms and stuff. Triceps is literally like the number one thing you gotta hit. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go into bent over, overhead, kind of like skull crushers. You guys see what I'm saying, but I usually like to do these pretty heavy, and this bar makes things pretty light. You're in like a super powerful position. So we're gonna already go pretty heavy on this. So all we're gonna do is just gonna bend over like this. Here out in front of us. My tailbone is basically right in the middle of this bar. So that's pretty good. All right, well, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm gonna talk a little bit louder so you guys can. A little bit less weight. It's because we're in our cutting phase right now. We're doing about 2,500 calories, doing about 250 grams of protein, and about 100 to 200, or 150 to 200 grams of carbs, kind of just wavering in that point. So in a lot of these lifts, you're gonna really see me not push a lot of weight, and that's just because my muscles really can't sustain it right now because we're in such a huge calorie deficit. At the end, I'll share a little bit of what that progress looks like for me, and kind of just share you guys some of the things that I've kind of had to go through in the cutting phase right now, because my entire life I've basically just been bulking. So we're in a huge cutting phase right now, and we're getting through it. So all right, we're gonna hit this set. This is my last set of bench, and then we're gonna move into incline barbell press, and then we're gonna hit some cable flies and dips, and then we're gonna finish off with dumbbell chest press. Let's get it. intense. Intense. All right. Finishing up with one of our last pressings, incline press. I'm getting tired. My chest is getting tired. Just trying to push through it as hard as I can, as much as I can. So trying to get a pump going through my chest, trying to feel it. Really focusing on muscle tension and getting that squeeze right in the middle to that full stretched contraction position. But basically just like moving it in and out from that fully stretched position to that fully squeezed position. Really taking a shot at my pride and taking a shot at my ego, but that is something that I gotta remember to just let go of, especially when we're trying to get shredded, we're trying to get lean as much as possible. And this is just kind of one of those big stepping stones, but let's get into it. Oh, intense. All right, so finishing up here, well, getting close to finishing up, we're gonna do some cable movements where we're gonna really try to emphasis on getting that full stretch out with our arms and then closing it off with our chest. Let's get into it. We only are doing 40 pounds today. Our chest is getting really tired, so as my chest is getting tired, I'm still gonna try to push super hard on it, but I don't wanna overstrain it as much. All right, here we go. All right, so this is our last chest movement of the night. Chest is super tired, so I'm only gonna do like one set of these, but I'm gonna try to do as many as I can. Maybe 12, maybe 10, but at least we're finishing off strong, finishing up intense, and just trying to prove myself better every single day. Whew. All right, intense.